Hello everyone, this is Jayant Mahajan, Assistant Professor ITM College Dehradun. Today I am going to discuss international business. We will discuss two topics, mainly IFC, that is International Finance Corporation, and the World Bank. So let's start. First of all, IFC is International Finance Corporation. It means that it provides finance, it provides loans to various people in various countries. Now, it also provides it is a financial institution which also provides investment advisory, asset management services. All these services are given by IFC to various people of various countries. The headquarters of IFC is in Washington DC, and IFC is a member of the World Bank Group. IFC was started in 1956 as a private sector arm of the World Bank Group. So since then, IFC is operational. Now, there could be some functions of IFC. The first function is to encourage the growth of productive private enterprise in its member nations. Obviously, there would be some member nations who signed the Treaty of IFC. They will be the member nations, and IFC has the responsibility to grow all its member nations. So, what will IFC do to grow its member nations? First thing, the IFC will encourage the private enterprises to open their business in its member nations. In this way, employment will also be generated in those member nations. Then, there are many enterprises, or we can say there are many private enterprises which need loans, but they do not get loan. So they cannot expand their business. So in this case, IFC comes in. It provides guarantee of repayment, and using that guarantee, the particular company of a particular nation will get loan to expand their business. It means there are several member nations of the IFC. Then if any member nation requires loan to grow, so that loan they might not get from any financial institution. But if the IFC is giving a guarantee of repayment, so in that case, those member nations can get loans from various financial institutions because of the guarantee given by IFC. Now the second objective is to bring together investment opportunities, especially in the member nations. Third one is to stimulate investment of private capital, both domestic and foreign. So the IFC functions as a stimulator. It stimulates the investment of capital, especially in its member nations. That capital can be domestic capital, or it could be a capital which is coming from a foreign country. Now let's move on to the World Bank. Now the World Bank is an international financial institution which provides loans and grants to the government of poorer countries. So obviously all the countries are not developed. Many countries are poor, many countries are less developed, many countries are developing. So many of the financial institutions stay away from them. So many financial institutions won't give a loan to these less developed countries. So it is the role of World Bank, which is a financial institution, that it provides loans to the government of poorer countries. So World Bank will provide loan on a particular interest rate to the government of a nation which is poor. So the prime objective of World Bank is to reduce the poverty. So if World Bank is getting loan and providing that loan to poor nations, so in that case the poverty will decrease in those poor nations, because that poor nation will use that money to start any business. So employment will be generated as well. Standard of living of people will also be increased, and there would be a sustainable development, and ultimately it will lead to reduction in poverty in that member nation. Now there could be some functions of World Bank. Now there are many countries which are war devastated, so they cannot get loan from various financial institutions. So World Bank grants them loans for reconstruction. Second function is the World Bank provide extensive experience and financial resources to help the poor countries. So if there is a country which is poor, which is not getting any kind of financial help from any other country, so in that case World Bank can offer a financial or non-financial help to those poor countries. If the World Bank is giving some kind of financial loan to these poor countries, then those poor countries can grow. Next function is there are some development loans. Development loan means a loan which is taken to develop something, such as to develop a bridge, to develop a dam, or to develop an industry, or to develop a company. So that is known as development loans. So there are many underdeveloped countries which might not get money from various financial institutions, domestic or foreign. So in this case, World Bank will grant development loans to these underdeveloped countries. So the World Bank also provides loans to various governments for irrigation, agriculture, water supply, health, education, etc. So there are various governments of various countries, they need loan for irrigation or for agriculture purpose or for health issues. So for all these things, many countries and many governments need loan. So that loan is provided by the World Bank. World Bank also provides advice to the member countries for any of their projects. So there are many member countries in the World Bank which are associated with the World Bank. So if any of that member country requires any kind of suggestion on a particular project, then it can consult the executives of the World Bank. Next, the World Bank encourages the development of various industries in underdeveloped countries by introducing various economic reforms. So it is the responsibility of World Bank to start and to develop, to establish various industries in many underdeveloped countries. If various industries are created or are established in any underdeveloped country, then employment will be generated in that country, plus poverty will be reduced, and then ultimately crime will also be reduced. Now there are some objectives of World Bank. The World Bank provides long-term capital to its member nations. So we have already discussed that there are some member nations which are associated with the World Bank. So World Bank takes care of those member nations. Now the World Bank also provides long-term capital to its member nations. The member nation can use that loan for various things, such as for the development of the economy or reconstruction. Also, the World Bank provides long-term capital to various nations so that those nations can improve their balance of payment. For example, there is a member nation which exports less and imports more. So it will be having a deficit of balance of payment. So in order to remove that deficit, the World Bank provides finance to that underdeveloped country. So in this way, the balance of payment condition of that country will improve. Next is that the World Bank provides guarantees. So it would be easy for various companies of the member nations to get loans, because those member nations which are associated with World Bank, they might not get loan from various financial institutions. But if the guarantee is given by the World Bank, then those companies of the member nations will get loan from various financial institutions. Also, the World Bank ensures that the development projects are implemented. So development loans, as we discussed, development loans are provided by World Bank to various underdeveloped countries. That development loan is used by that underdeveloped member nation to develop something in the country. So the role of World Bank is to provide finance to these underdeveloped countries, and also to ensure that the development project for which the loan was taken is implemented properly or not. So the World Bank provides finance or provides development loans to various underdeveloped countries, and also oversees that the loan is used in the development project. So these are the objectives of World Bank. Thank you.